but one wonders, Rajlakshmi Joshi, whether this will now be a smooth transition or not. Because we often see in the Congress party that there aren't smooth transitions. We've seen the bickering when it comes to their CM appointments. We saw what happened in Punjab when they tried to change their chief minister there. Captain Amrinder Singh, of course, then resigned from the party. The Congress then later lost the election as well. So it was very messy. Will this transition be smooth, and what will be the political dividends that the Congress will be able to reap from this transition, from making DK Shiv Kumar now the chief minister, is also something we'll have to wait and watch.
Hello there, and yes, that's a very interesting question. It's amusing and amazing how the Congress finds itself in this place again and again, state after state. So this is something that we have seen, whether it may be in Kerala now recently, or whether it may be, in Rajasthan earlier, in Madhya Pradesh earlier. All those places you have seen this happening, and even in Karnataka, right from the time of formation of this government, this thing has been happening. Now, I don't think that the transition is going to be very smooth, very frankly, Uday. Because, see, whether Mr. Siddaramaiah agrees to stay, agrees to go to the Rajya Sabha, or whether he chooses to stay in Karnataka, I don't think that he's going to make the road very easy for whoever takes over from him. So he is already hinting at the caste census, which has been a very controversial subject in Karnataka. So even though the caste census was done during the Congress regime, they never disclosed it. Even even though Mr. Rahul Gandhi was repeatedly speaking about the caste census, and in spite of the fact that they actually did it, they did not reveal it. So because quite obviously there was a lot of opposition from the Lingayats and the Vokkaligas, and there were a lot of controversies around it. So I don't think the road is going to be easy for anybody, whether it may be DK Shiv Kumar or Mr. Parmeshwaran or anybody. And another thing is that Mr. Siddaramaiah is definitely going to call the shots, and he is definitely going to bargain about who is going to take over as the deputy chief minister, about who is going to be the Karnataka Pradesh Congress chairperson, and also for the ministries. Now there are speculations about 3 deputy chief ministers or 4. Like Mr. Anurag Naidu said, yes, that is immaterial, because the number, I don't think that actually is something that matters. But yes, it also shows that there are all these faces who are all vying for power, and they probably know that this is kind of a last go for them at power before the next elections, because very frankly, they are up for a very huge anti-incumbency, and as it is in Karnataka, it is very difficult for any political party to come back to power. So that is something that I think the Congress is up for a very huge, a very steep uphill task, and so they know that this is a very last go for power. So if Mr. DK Shiv Kumar or anybody doesn't actually get the chance to become a deputy chief minister now, then it's now or never.